Hi friends. Today's going to be a different video than we're used to. I am in the middle of what we would call a depressive episode. So, what I have done today is, it's hard. We did go grocery shopping, which was nice because I wanted to do that, but it was not a lot of, those sort of things that I want to get done. A lot of those did not get done, and that's okay, right? It's just that it feels so extra hard for me because part of my brand is productivity, which when you're depressed, it's very difficult to be productive. But, these would be cute. I think I'm going to use those teeny tiny stickers. Just because with the dailies, usually I would use one sheet and have to theme sort of like the entire week around it. Can I use my favorite washi with it too? Yes. It's the little things. I'm going to take the sheet off of this. Oh, okay, well, I took a lot off. It's fine. Oh, God. I've forgotten how to play live, everybody. You would think for someone who spends so much of her day just sort of anxiously talking to herself, you would think I would remember how to do it even when a camera's on, but no. But I did eat a lot of good food today. That's the good thing, right? Which is that I can kind of, you tend to self-soothe with comfort food, right? They're literally things that make you happy, right? And that's psychology. I've been in therapy for a while now, y'all. I know some things about that. Oh, look at that trim right there. So, when I say that this was one of my pretty rough days, I really actually don't like how that looks at all. Oh my God. Oh. I think it's probably because I just got so used to my really thick sticker paper, just being able to completely cover those up. I think for now, I'm just going to push through, and if I hate it at the end, I can just never upload this video. Whatever. But I always find that, being creative is just immensely helpful for me, and, getting my, brain chemicals back in check. Because it was very not fun. Let me just put it that way. Tomorrow I've got some plans, some things going on. I know I had so yeah, today had a lot of different food. I did find one thing that made me excited, and that kind of got me out of my funk a little bit, which was the new Unlock game. It dropped in October of last year. I just didn't know about it until now. So I'm just gonna start writing down a few things that I want to do tomorrow. So I know that I want to meal prep some berries. I have a bunch of things that I wanted to do today that I didn't do today because I was depressed today. I don't want to get down on myself about that, but at the same time, I really wish that I had been able to do them because it would have made my life a lot easier tomorrow. Also, we took Stitch to the vet today, which is where this cut came from, because that is from his tooth dragging across my skin. I never said that these videos were suitable for children, just for the record. Okay. So I have volunteering tomorrow. I'm also going to look at my last Sunday's goals because I always forget to actually set these. What I try to do is I try to do these on Saturday or on Friday, right? And then have the entire weekend worth of dailies. But recently that just hasn't been happening. And that's totally fine. It's just that, like, I know that I'm going to have a really busy Monday. And I'm not excited for that part. What I am excited for, though, is, like, I love a Sunday. I really love a Sunday. Just being able to reset, which, I mean, you can reset any day. It's just Sundays feel the most reset-y to me, personally. Then, also as a note, on 5:30, Gil and I, we've started doing this thing that we call Sunday Showing, where we watch a movie every Sunday. And it's been really fun, honestly. We're going to be watching Treasure Planet. No, we're watching The Batman this week. We're watching Treasure Planet next week. And I quite enjoy that. I like the enjoyment that I get out of it is real. I think I'm gonna go in with this combo for all of the little boxes, as well as like this. That way I can put like a little. Oh yeah, that'll work. That will indeed all work. I don't know why I'm like this. Okay. So let's see. So we have setting weekly actions. I also want to set workouts. I am going to be volunteering at the animal shelter tomorrow. So I don't know how my like back, hip regions are going to feel after that because I'm going to be walking dogs. So I'm going to be like getting tugged. But I also noticed last time that like I didn't move as much as I thought I would, if that makes sense. And so like one of my goals for the month, which I can pop out because this might actually be helpful for me just to sort of know what's going on. So my goals for the month were to close my rings 1 time per week. And it's 8 o'clock on a Saturday right now, and I'm like 3/4 of the way done. So it seems like that's probably going to be tomorrow. And that's totally okay. So what that means is that I'm probably going to need to take a walk either, well, if I'm volunteering at 11, maybe I'll have lunch and then go for a walk or something. That seems pretty reasonable. Well, I guess I'll have to see. I could do a Peloton ride. There's too many options. Okay, so no, I don't recommend putting off all of your ring closing, goal setting stuff until the end of the week. Don't recommend that one bit. So we're gonna check in with my weekly actions. Oh, well, go for 2 walks. Actually, I did that. I went for a walk today with Gil. I never made my monthly trackers. And I didn't do some of this other stuff, but I did do a lot of this. Okay, so we're pretty good in terms of the weekly actions. What else I'm gonna put on here? So today, because I was depressed, we had to reschedule Wingspan. So we're gonna plan our Wingspan night tonight. If you hear any weird background noises, it's because Gil is downstairs making key lime cookies, because he is awesome. So we're gonna replan the Wingspan night. And we're also going to plan an iJams hike. So iJams is just a local nature center. And I have this thing, it's been on my list for a hot minute to like go for a hike there. Oh my god. It's just like every day this goes by. I just sort of just pull into like a little cycle of dread. What do I need? I need to content plan. I need to turn my phone on silent. Ooh, okay. Okay. I also need to, I'm gonna want to start a new audiobook. I don't know what audiobook necessarily, but I want to start one because so far, today's the 7th, and I believe I've read either 7 or 8 books this month. So that's basically a book a day, and that's more sustainable when I'm doing audiobooks at the same time. So obviously, if I'm not doing audiobooks, I just want to make sure I don't want to burn out. So, and doing an audiobook and, going for a walk are pretty synonymous activities to me. They're things I can do at the same time. We're going to put an exclamation point there because I really need to close my rings. Even though it's a goal that I set for myself, right? And so technically speaking, you can do what you want. But I know in my heart of hearts that, I really want to do it. I also want to pack my weekly lunches because I'm going to be going into the office this week a fair amount, honestly. And when I don't have my lunches packed, I don't eat. And I don't like that. It makes me sad. So I need to have that done so that I can, and it's just preparation, right? All the preparation usually means that you can actually accomplish the things that you're setting out to do. We're gonna grab this little green flower. These stickers are from Create with Mandy. I don't have a code currently. I also don't know if she currently has reps. But if she does, you could use Caitlin 10 or Caitlin 15. One of those is a discount code, probably. Okay. So, setting my weekly actions, setting my workout, doing a little bit of planning. I'm doing some meal prep there. I do. Part of me, more than part of me, I've been wanting to go through some shows. I do want to pick a watercolor class for the week because I took a drawing class this last week on Skillshare and I loved it. I also want to set time, and it was for sketching, really, right? But if you learn how to sketch, then if you ink on top of it, you drew, right? You drew. Sketching is drawing. But I want to set some time aside for sketching so that I can practice, because the only way to get better is to practice. Let's see. I don't think. Oh, we might need to. Oh, I definitely need to make brown rice. So we're doing some salmon rice bowls this week. But I don't mind brown rice, honestly. But I use it for my lunches. And I need to finally write my business or pleasure review. Because I read this book, Business or Pleasure by Rachel Lynn Solomon, and I absolutely loved it. It's phenomenal. I just love her writing style. It's one of those things where you'll read it and at first you'll be like, what? And then you read it again and you go, oh my god, that's so funny. By reading it again, I mean a single sentence. Do I want to upload this tonight, like a weirdo, or do I want to upload this tomorrow? I'm not sure yet. Then when I say tonight like a weirdo, what I mean by that is that I just feel weird uploading something when I'm already asleep. Cause I'm gonna go to bed right after this. so if we do content planning, that's always something that I never completely check off, because like I can plan the content, but then I have to also like make the content. I don't usually make it around to doing all of it. But I mean, that's fine. Okay. Oh, sometimes I want to write some stuff that I really want to do, so I want to plan for the week to come. Oh, I do want to, my book club, which y'all are all welcome to join, Joyful Chaos. It's an internet book club. We're meeting with Stephen Rowley this week. So I need to write some questions for that chat. I've written like one. So just because in general, I feel like we do a pretty good job when it, what do I want to do? I think I want to do this one. Personalizing the questions to the authors. And so his book is focused a lot on loss, but also friendship. It's called The Celebrants. It released back in May, I think. Oh god, I actually really hate, okay, it's not Mandy's stickers. Mandy's stickers look great. I just hate how I laid this out. I felt the same about this last week as well, where I just didn't really enjoy it. Sorry, Gil came in and brought me cookies. So they're pie crust cookies because he made pie, because he's Gil. And so we had leftovers. And it's just dripping icing, because he iced the top and the bottom of the cookie. Because I like icing, but that was not the intention. Another thing with Hannah, and I just set up I'm just gonna call it Hannah time. We were gonna try and do lunch this week, or no, breakfast this week, but all of my usual times where I'm working from home stopped existing. So I'm gonna have to figure that out. Oh, right, business or pleasure. I forgot to actually finish this sentence. But now, oh man, I started crossing the streams. I also, for whatever reason, I like to fill up the entire list. Even if there's only like a couple of things I want to do. Oh, I absolutely, after all that dog walking, I'm going to want to take a shower. Which really is like top of the list, but I didn't think of it till now, so it's not like I can move things around in it. I tried scheduling my car maintenance last week and no one called me back, so that's where I am on that. I do think also that I'm gonna order our wedding rings tomorrow, because I've been having not nightmares, but like pretty close, about random things about our wedding that usually are something that like we haven't thought of. So for example, I've been having nightmares about our centerpieces because like they're not done, because I decided, oh yeah, I'll craft it, it'll be fine. So I need to go find some frames, and I need to find like an old book that isn't like too salacious, that I can rip pages out of to put in the frames, and then on top of it, on top of each of those pages, pick some quotes or stuff from books that Gil and I like, or generally speaking, probably books that I made Gil read. That's just who I am. Speaking of books, we're going to shelve books. That's the last item on my list. Now, more likely than not, this is not, I know I'm not going to get through all of that. Getting through all of that would probably be impossible, even though some of these things are small, like picking a watercolor class to take. I think I already have one in my head that I want to take, but that's fine. I don't know what's going on the rest of this bit, and I might not even end up filling it up, and that's okay. I do think closing the rings, that's the big focus is that, I would say. And then I'm just gonna write make happiness. I didn't really have enough space to say what I really wanted to say, so let me be clear. Do something that makes me happy, right? Which trick my fucked up little brain into releasing some chemicals. But the thing is that when I was sitting here all day, like feeling sorry for myself and being sad, right? I wasn't giving my brain a chance to make those chemicals, right? And that's why, right? The second I did something unexpected, when I Google searched that when I Google searched that board game, right? It wasn't expecting it, and it goes, oh, it brings back all these happy memories, and then, I don't know, I'm not an expert, right? I'm not going to preach to you about depression or how you can use goals to beat depression, and that's not me. I think the other big focus is just to prep for work tomorrow, or not tomorrow, although I did check my email for a solid 30 minutes today. Prep for, no, that's okay, because prep for tomorrow, but I meant to write work. That's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Okay. So I'm just gonna drop that in. I don't necessarily like that part, and I think the part of it that I really don't like at the top is why I decided that I was gonna cut that when the whole point of it was that I wasn't using those two squares. But let's see if I can I have a little bit of extra space there. Usually I feel like sometimes I would write a quote, or I'd do like content stuff, but I feel like I have a pretty good sense of everything that I want to do. I do think that I might just add a little header there, which definitely I should have done higher. It's fine. I'm just gonna write to-do list on it. I feel like, so I make these things and then I feel unsatisfied with them and then I don't want to look at them, but that's fine, okay? It's fine, because I have to get back in the practice of like creating in this daily, because I feel like some of my best weekends are when I have my list and I know what I need to do, so that way I can forget about everything that I don't need to do and focus more on things that I want to do. So that is it, everybody. I do have a Moxie Life affiliate code and link, which I'll drop in the bottom because this is from them. I do love their Moxie Life system. Comment down below what you do over the weekend to get yourself ready for the week. And as always, happy planning.